So I hope that made sense, that first level of all the pieces that you'll need. Next up is working through the power booking plan. So I'm going to be referencing the book right now, just because eventually you'll have it in your hand and it'll look about the same, just updated scripts. But I'm going to, and below in here, I'm just going to have the new consultant scripts. So the idea behind this is going back to that graph of contacting people 5 or 6 times about, in this stage of your business, helping them reach your first 30 faces or holding appointments. Now, here's what I will say that would make me really uncomfortable in the beginning. I was like, I contact person. I was, what we talked about in the last video, I was that 2% that gave up after the first contact. If they didn't respond to me, I gave up. I thought it was weird. I didn't want to bother them. I didn't want to be that Mary Kay lady that was like pushy, right? That's what I thought. But I promise, after I put this plan into action, my business exploded. And it was right before we moved to Michigan. I had one of the busiest, most successful seasons of my life when I implemented that in April. And we moved at the end of June, beginning of July. And I had my biggest months ever, personally. So here's what I will tell you. What I love about these scripts is that it gives our people that we're contacting a way out. Any chance you could be one of my 30, okay, that's the ending of the script. If I don't hear from you, I'll follow up in a few days. Thank you so much. You can call or text me. So every script it's basically laid out over 10 days, and it's like 5 contacts over 10 days. Every script has the last few sentences where it says, if I don't hear from you, I'll follow up in a few days. I know you're probably super busy, so I'll follow up again in a couple days if I don't hear from you. It's letting them give you their out. Be like, no, you don't need to contact me. Please don't, which I've never had happen. They'll just, and so it gives them a way out, and we're getting the permission to contact them in a few days. If they don't tell me no, I'm going to contact them. Either way, I'd love to meet with you. Let me know what works best. If I don't hear from you, I'll schedule. And then the final script on day 10, script number 5, like the contact number 5 would be, if I don't hear from you, I will assume that you're super busy right now and make a note to touch base with you in a few months. And that's it. And then you would move that name to a few months. And I have to tell you, you get so busy by doing this all the time that like, I don't even talk to those people in a few months because I've moved on and I have a lot more contacts. Okay, I hope that makes sense and it makes it a little easier to not feel like you're being pushy. You're just giving them a way out. I love this because it's just a simple script to follow and send out. Okay, the concept would be that you contact them for the first time on day 1 in 2 different forms. It used to be with this that you would call them. I'm not really doing that anymore. I did in the beginning. I don't so much anymore. People don't really listen to voicemails. It's a different time, right? So you're going to first either email them, text them, Facebook message, direct message, so many different ways, right? With the first script, okay? Obviously change the language up a little bit, make it more you, but these are the pieces that you want to follow, right? Especially with that closing. If I don't hear from you, I'll follow up you in a few days. Okay, that's your first contact. So script number 1, day 1, contact 1. Now, you have script number 2. I know it's a little backwards, sorry. Day 1, contact 2. So on day 1, when you're first contacting them, you want to have like 2 different. So if you did email, then maybe text them. And then you say that, hey, it's Eric. Hey, Sarah, it's Erica. I left you a voicemail. I sent you an email. I sent you a text. I wanted to make sure you received it. You were on the top of my list and it says pampering session. I would change it to beauty experience. Just started my business. I'm so excited. I can't wait to share more details with you. If I don't hear from you, I'll follow up in a few days. Okay, great. Perfect. So what I'll tell you when I'm tracking it then, okay, I'm going to pick out a day. So here's one of my days, okay? I wrote down, I do 10 a day. That's what my goal is, 10, 5 to 6 days a week. You could have 3 or 5. So there's my 10. I highlight in yellow, the yellow highlighter, after I've contacted them, yellow, okay? Oh, that's right. You have a red pen. Red means don't call me. No, I don't want to be contacted. Perfect. I'll take them off my list. I like to circle with blue or highlight with blue when I hear back from them and they start talking to me. Perfect. Green would mean that I made a sale. So that's usually down here with customer service. And then pink, I highlight in pink when I book them. So they've said, yeah, I'll get together and we set a date. Okay, does that make sense? So I look at this and I see, okay, I did all my contacts for the day. They're all yellow. I'm talking to a couple because they're in blue. But then the red is, oh, no, don't contact them again. Okay, so I did that, let's say on Friday, May 5th on my sheets, right? So in the Power Booking, it tells you then, okay, that was my day one. I did the 2 contacts on Friday, May 5th. If you switch over, it's going to say script number 3, day 4, contact number 3. So if I contacted them on Friday, which was day 1, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, day 4, I'm going to contact this same group again on Monday, day 4, with a new script, a little bit tweaked, okay? And then contact them again. So they would go on my Monday sheet, my Monday list. Now, I'm going to have to replace these 2 because I like to do 10 contacts because they told me no, they don't want to be contacted. And I'm talking with the blues because we're setting up a date. So half of this list will be I'll send a new script, but I'll send the day 1 script. I hope that makes sense. They get the day 3 script. So what I tend to do then is when I move them all to Monday, I write down the script I'm using. So, you know, I write down day 3 script. I write right next to their name. I hope that makes sense. Okay. Now, then we have, and then let's say we haven't heard from all 10 of them. And then we move and we just follow the script. So then we go to day 7. So now we're jumping 3 more days. So Monday was day 4, 5, 6, 7, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We would send script number 4 to that same group as long as they haven't responded to you. Okay. And then the final script on day 10. So Thursday on day 10, Friday on Sunday. So that you've contacted them 5 times over 10 days. And the final script just lets it go. If I don't hear from you, I'll assume you're super busy right now. And I'll make a note to touch base with you in a few months. So releases that, I've been like a Mary Kay stalker. And it allows them to give away out. But then you've also followed that, that sales statistics that are above. And you have contacted them 5 times over 10 days with your goal and what you're wanting them to do. I hope that explains it thoroughly. I'm sure there'll be questions after you watch this, but I please go ahead and send me messages or questions. I will post below what I had talked about, the daily habits, the scripts, and a contact list that you can start from. And then let me know if you have any questions. I hope this helps. And I can't wait to see what comes from it and working this Power Booking plan. So exciting. Have a great rest of your day.